Well, RJ Barrett had 17 points in the first half, guys. That was exciting. Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat had 43, so that makes everyone else look like trash. An unbelievable moment. You guys can say whatever you want about the Raptors, but the story, I think, in the NBA and that everyone's talking about, including the entire roster of the Raptors, is that Bam, 83 points, now becoming second in the most points scored in a game passing. There you see him right now if you're watching him holding 83, passing the late, great Kobe Bryant. Just a quick look at his stats. He had 43 shots, 43 free throw attempts, 22 three-point attempts. And prior to tonight, Bam averaged 4.8 free throws per game. Unbelievable moment. It was against Washington, whatever you want to take from that, but like they only decided to double and triple team him
late in the fourth
quarter. I'm going to start with Cabbie.
Yeah, give the floor to Cab here.
It's a moment for him to surpass Kobe, as a record since 2006. We all know the amazing relationship you had with him, but when you're seeing that and kind of how this was done, like what were your emotions when you're seeing the points get higher and higher and higher and closer to that record?
Shock. When Dan put it in the chat, is Bam going to go off for 70? I was like, what's happening? So I switched my focus from Raptors and Houston and the baseball game between Canada and Puerto Rico, and then I put it on the Miami Heat game, and I'm just like, what? And it was like looking at, and then other group chats started to blow up. But my feelings, I felt some type of way. You know, Kobe, when the Lakers played the Raptors in 2006, the Raptors had 27 wins at that point, and the Wizards, I think, have 26 wins like right now. And the Raptors are 27 wins in January when it happened on January 22nd, 2006. And the Raptors were up by like 18 points in that game. Like Kobe needed to score every one of those 81 points in order to win. The game Raptors led for 2.5 or 3.5 quarters before. I mean, Kobe was scoring at will in the second half. I think he had 55, but it was a competitive game, unlike Miami versus Washington, this is a team that's openly tanking, that is like, Trae Young and Anthony Davis are in street clothes. But as I saw Bam, get close to like 70, 71 or whatever, and then get to 79, I was like, oh, I don't, this doesn't feel good to me as someone who is a diehard. I am team Kobe for life. I am a Kobe stan. And once he goes to the free throw line, he hits the other two. He's at 81. I was like, man. And then the announcer's like, Eric Spoelstra, out of a measure of respect to Kobe's going to take him out from the game. He did not. He stayed in the game. And we're seeing Washington, triple team Bam. And earlier in the game, Miami was just quickly fouling Washington players so that the clock would not elapse, so that Bam had more opportunities to continue scoring and approach Kobe's record of 81 or Kobe's milestone of 81, and then Bam surpasses it. But it's hard. I'm giving Bam a ton of respect because he scored 83 points in an NBA game, and that's like incredible against NBA talent. But it just sits a little uneasy to me as a Kobe stan because the situations were much different. The competition level was obviously different. There was like different context to the game, whereas like last night, Washington and Miami just felt like a YMCA run. Like at 24 LA Fitness, guys are putting up 80 points in West Hollywood, but this is a real NBA game. So I guess I'll get over it. And records are meant to be broken, but it was 43 free throws. Like Kobe had 20 free throws, and it's when I'm looking at the numbers, it's like I'm sure people are having similar arguments online, and Kobe stans will defend Kobe B. Bryant at every turn. But I do have to give respect to Bam Adebayo because what he did was absolutely legendary, legitimately legendary.
31 points in the first quarter. Right. I mean, that's bonkers, man. Like that
first quarter,
that wasn't contrived at all. Like the way that he played in the first half of that game and that the 31 points he had in the first quarter, but like the second half and certainly the fourth quarter, it was like it kind of felt icky a little bit because it was so contrived to just get him as many points as they possibly could. Whereas you're right, Cab, like when it was Kobe against the Raps, Like the Raps had a first half lead in that game, and Kobe was just like, you know what, I'm going to go off. And he only took, I think, 13 3-pointers in that game, hit 7 of them, so he was above 50%. But that fourth quarter, it was just like, I don't think any Heat player other than Bam took a shot in the fourth quarter. It was just like Bam going up the court, pulling up for a 3, or them trying to like lob it into the key for him, and then he eventually gets fouled. When they tried to, like, at some point the Wizards are like, okay, we can't let him get above 81, or we're going to try not to let him get above 81. We're going to stop this because they're only giving the ball to Bam. They would triple team him. Inbound plays, it would triple team Bam so that the Heat couldn't inbound it. It was just, the whole thing felt very contrived. It's still an incredible achievement, but yeah, it kind of felt like it happened in an exhibition game towards the end of it. And I hate to say that, because how many guys have gotten over 80 points in an NBA game? The list is now 3, and Bam Adebayo is one of them. So I don't mean to disrespect the man in any such a way, but in my personal rankings of 80-plus point games, having watched that Kobe game, I'm still saying the Kobe game was better in my books.
There's an asterisk. I think I made a mistake. I believe the Raptors had 14 wins in January, and Washington has 16 wins in March. I think Toronto finished with 27 wins. So that was my mistake. I haven't checked it, but as I was just listening to you, Dan, and I was thinking about like the Lakers team of that year, like these guys just scraped their way into an 8 seed, and they played Phoenix, which was a great first round matchup. But Kobe didn't. I'm not going to say he played with scrubs, but he didn't play with elite talent. Bam is at least playing with an all-star in Norman Powell, and Kobe didn't have that help until the Pau Gasol, till Jerry West fleeced the Memphis Grizzlies and got Pau Gasol. Oh, no, I think it was by
Miami's
the other
Heat
way
hasn't
around.
been great, though. Their season's not been a great season. That Bam even said like a week and a half ago, he's like, I'm so tired of going to the play-in tournament. And like Norm didn't play last night, which Dan made a comment beforehand. Like if Norm was playing, there's no way Bam would have hit 83.
That's
but the
true.
Heat's record in season has not been good. So he's not, like on paper, it looks like he's surrounded by all-stars and great guys. Because if you look at the last couple of years they've had, this is a team that should be doing better than they are. But I still think it's a remarkable performance, but there was a couple remarkable moments I thought happened after. Sam Mitchell was the head coach of the Raptors when Kobe scored that amazing, amazing performance that we mentioned of 81 points. And it's been brought up to him forever how, hey, you were the coach. Why didn't you play defense? What was wrong with you? So it was awesome to see him, Leo Routins, and Kate Burness on the TSN broadcast. They popped champagne.
Ginger ale, but
I'm going with champagne. And then our guy Norman Powell did not play yesterday, former Raptor, and he grabbed the mic during Pam. So sorry. Bam's postgame. Here's what happened.
Wait, what's that? Wait, we've got Norman Powell's got a message.
How does it feel to hear your name with Wilt, Bam, Kobe?
Obviously, it's top 3 performances of all time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I gotta send Norm a text and be like, bro, if you're gonna freestyle a moment, just come prepared, my G. Like, come prepared with a follow up. You've been asked a million questions in your lifetime with multiple great follow ups. Normie, we gotta do a
I
clinic
love
this
it.
summer.
And we all know that he's such a huge Kobe fan.